welcome again. Welcome to Easy IELTS channel. I hope you're doing really well. And how is your practice going on, by the way? And I'm just nosy to find out how your progress is going on in terms of your scores. So in your notebook that you have just bought, have you written down your desired score? So I want you to aim for your desired score and not a required score. And then I'm also here to answer a very burning question that you might have in your mind. What is the minimum number of tests that are required to be practiced to have the required score? Easy, just 5. You need to do 5 listening tests, 5 reading tests, 5 speaking tests, and 5 writing tests in order to be able to crack the score. But it's not the quantity, but it's the quality of your practice. So when you do this 5 listening tests, say you get 7 or 7.5 in your first attempt of the first test, don't give up. You need to go back and find out why. Why the heck did you lose 1.5 score in your first attempt? Why? Explore, investigate, reflect. How did you miss it? Repeat the same test until you get 40 out of 40. Don't settle for less. You might say that I'm talking theory. No, I'm talking to you what I have done in my life. I'll take you back to my childhood. There was a time where I was 11 years old and I got 99 marks out of 100 in English. And that was the first rank in the class of 60 children. And I was intrigued to see how did I lose this 1 mark? Impossible. So I looked up, investigated my own answers, and I counted to see if there's any totaling error. No totaling error. My teacher was good in maths, agreed. So it was really a question that had the right answer to it, but I was marked wrong. So I went to my English teacher and asked my English teacher, I said, "Sir, I'm really sorry to bother you, but the answer that I was marked wrong is indeed correct answer. Can I have it remarked so that I get the marks that I deserve?" He looked at me like, "You're ridiculous." Maybe. Doesn't matter. Hard work needs to be rewarded. That's my belief. So he admitted that was a question that was marked wrong by error, and he corrected it, and then I got 100 out of 100 in English. That was when I was 11. You're older than 11. So you should not give up just because you got an answer wrong. Investigate. Find out how you missed it. And you don't want to miss it again, ever again. And you might think that, oh, that's just like I got 7.5. I only need 7. Honestly, don't go by that policy. Aim for 9 out of 9. I'll tell you, once you arrive the foreign country that you're aiming to, imagine you paid, say, £1,000 on some bill, and then you are calling back with regard to refund policy and everything, and someone on the other end of the phone talks you different things, and obviously that accent is really difficult for you to understand. Imagine he speaks 90 words and you understand 75 words. Are you happy? No. You want to hear all of it. You want to get your £1,000 back, don't you? So you really want to get all of it. Or you might have a patient who's ringing in to clarify a few things with regard to discharge summary or medication administration and so on. Say, if that person speaks 90 words and you understand 75 words, that does not suffice your professional environment or professional communication. You've got to understand it all. And hence I say, my friend, even though you just have to practice 5 tests in order to excel in getting what you have to get for your IELTS exam, I would strongly recommend you try and aim to learn and understand and listen and get all that's told to you during your listening. That's basic. So you need to repeat all of these 5 tests until you get it perfectly right. And you will not move from the first test until you have completely understood why you lost the score in the first test. And then you will not move from the second test until you've got all your answers right, completely understand reflect and analyze why, where and how you lost your score. If you get 39 on 40, don't settle. Don't settle for less. Seek and find why you lost that 1 mark. And that will help you to have a greater foundation for your third test. Do your third test, aim for 40 on 40. Repeat the same procedure. Go for the fourth one, go for the fifth one. That's all you need. I know there are some candidates who have attempted like 400 tests and all of their test results are like 6.5, 7.5. Why? It's not the quantity, it's the quality. Even if you're just doing a handful of tests, do it well, analyze, think, explore, investigate. Why? Get your why answered, please. And then when you're moving to reading again, repeat. Test number 1, you've done it, you got X score. Until you get 40 out of 40, never settle. Try. So before you get 40 out of 40 in your first test, don't ever think of second test. That's not your business. First test, do it. So in less number of tests, you can maximize your score. Similarly, writing. Write down test 1 and check with your answers which are at the back of your book, which either British Council or IDP Australia provides you. Check, near match, try to correct it. Most of your teachers, faculty members, teaching thousands of students at university levels and master's degree levels. So correct your own paper, score your own stuff and check. So if you're able to correct your own answers, you'll be able to excel. I am not preaching just theory. I will never tell you to do things which I've not done it myself. I know how it works. I know how you'll feel while doing. You don't feel like doing it, but we do it anyways. You're afraid to try. You do it afraid, try it anyways. Just do it. And then I have already evaluated my own tests, not only in the IELTS. I've always done it right from childhood. Soon after I do my, whether it's class test, term test or half-yearly exam or annual exam, whenever I do my exams, for a minute I'll just step into my teacher's shoes and think, okay, how will my teacher mark these answers and how? And I'll always compare what was my self-assessment before I submitted my answer sheet and what's the actual result that I got when I got my results from my teachers. Similarly, IELTS as well, you can evaluate. Check, you have like 60 minutes. Anyway, in the upcoming videos, I will be teaching you more in detail how to maximize your score in writing. But for now, I would say, do the first test as well as you can, bring it to the maximum caliber. If needed, repeat and attempt the first writing test time and again, until it near matches the model answer that's given at the back of your book. Alright? Now, let's move to speaking test. Speaking test, you might think that, oh, I need a company, someone to question me. Cecily, if you were around, you can ask me questions and I'll answer. Lush, if it was possible, you just wish for it. It may not happen, but what is already a reality is, you might have anybody with you. It could be your flatmate or a relative or your kid. Anyone who can read English is enough. If they ask the question, you can answer. Or your partner or spouse can ask you questions, or you can just take the practice test, speaking test 1. Turn on your voice recorder on your phone. Ask your name. What is your name? Answer it. Where do you live? Answer it. How did you get to the test center? Answer it. It's all in the recorded message. Listen to it. Evaluate it. How would you score it? Do it. And also do the practice tests given by British Council, like your road to IELTS success. So do it and practice it. And it's not the number of tests that you practice. It's how you practice on them. So all you need is 5 listening tests, 5 reading tests, 5 writing tests, and 5 speaking tests. End of your practice, if you do it well. Simple advice. If you have to do something, may as well do it well. If you can't do it well, try until you can do it well. Okay? And in my upcoming videos, there are a lot more interesting things like a day in your life at work and things like that. So much more interesting stuff to come. But here you go. The minimum tests that you need to practice before you get your score is 5, provided you do it well. The maximum can be anywhere, but it's not the number, remember, it's the way you practice those tests. The more analytical you become, the more critical you become in terms of your mistakes, the better it becomes for you to get closer to IELTS success and also learn from your mistakes. please do, by all means, make all the mistakes that you can make in speaking. Make all the mistakes in your listening, reading, writing, but don't repeat mistakes. If you make a mistake once, it's a mistake. If you make the mistake again, it's an error of negligence. If you make a mistake more than twice, I think we have to rethink why we make these mistakes. Maybe your dream is not strong enough. Maybe you don't have that determination in your mind to be able to excel. So don't repeat your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and every single mistake that you make should take you one step closer to flawless level of communication. Alright, and I hope you do all your practice tests with the due diligence required and enjoy my upcoming videos. Bye now. Oh, by the way, before I let you go off, if you need IELTS checkup for your test readiness, or if you need one-to-one IELTS coaching, send a WhatsApp message to William on 0091 944 923 1446. If you need immigration advice on student visa, send a WhatsApp message to Abby on 0044 773702 4736. If you need career coaching, send a WhatsApp message to Cecily on 0091 9480 429 188. If you already have the required IELTS score and need free recruitment opportunities, including work visa, to work in the UK or Ireland, send a WhatsApp message to Cecily on 0091 9480 429 188. If you cannot get the required IELTS score despite repeated IELTS attempts and you wish to have an urgent senior carer visa, send a WhatsApp message to William on 0091 944 923 1446. By the way, don't get worried that you would have missed the phone number. They are all listed in the description below. Good luck!